Welcome to Life After Pornography. I'm Cameron Staley, clinical psychologist, founder of Life After Pornography, here to let you know what to expect with this program. LAP is the only online self-directed approach based on well-established psychological principles from acceptance and commitment therapy known as ACT. ACT has been proven effective in reducing unwanted pornography viewing. LAP uses the WAVE model, which focuses on growing your willingness to experience thoughts, emotions, and urges, increasing your awareness of your experience, clarifying your values, what you really want to focus and build on your life. And lastly, noticing your emotions. Emotions are often the thing that precede an urge to view pornography. That's the thing that we've been neglecting or trying to avoid. That's what is one of the main things that keeps maintaining pornography viewing. So through LAP, you will learn the WAVE model to help you with overcoming your challenges with pornography. So what are the modules for? LAP consists of 10 video modules. The modules are how we deliver the program to you. It's the vehicle. It's how we deliver the concepts, the principles that you're going to be practicing in your own life. In each module, you'll see multiple lessons. All of them begin with a mindfulness exercise, so don't skip through those and be like, oh, that's interesting, or I don't have time for that. Make sure you have time to engage in this. Don't be listening to this as you're doing your homework or listening to music or having a chat or have the TV on. I want you to really be fully present with this experience. For many people who struggle with pornography, they're used to going really fast, getting a lot of things done, being distracted. I want LAP to be a different experience for you. I want you to do this one thing at a time. So each module you'll begin with a mindfulness exercise, which will be designed to slow you down, increase your awareness of your thoughts, emotions, urges, physical sensations, and actually that process will begin to help grow your willingness, which is foundational. We'll also review your homework practice. So each week I'll ask you to do specific things, observing parts of your experience, trying things a little bit different. I want you to record your experiences, observations, what you're learning each day. And then there'll be a couple of videos introducing new concepts, principles. I'll share several different stories, some metaphors with you, and invite you to think about how those may impact your life or how they may resonate with you. There's 10 modules. It's designed for each module to take about a week for you to complete. If you need to take longer than a week, that's okay. If you get one done in about 5 days, that's okay too. But don't watch 3 modules back to back in an afternoon. You really won't get a whole lot out of it. Each module is set up where you're going to experience a mindfulness exercise, learn some new principles, and then I want you to take time actually implementing those in your life. So don't just binge watch the modules. You're not going to get a lot out of LAP. And you may notice that urge, like, oh, wow, this concept really resonates with me. I really want to do this. What's the next one? Notice that urge and don't go on to the next module. I want you to reflect on applying these principles in your day throughout that week. So 1 module a week, no more than that. If you need a little bit more time, that's okay too. If it's gone a couple of weeks, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. It's okay to go back and watch previous modules as many times as you need. Also remember that the modules are providing concepts from acceptance and commitment therapy, and often that is like gathering pieces of a puzzle. So if you watch module 1 and you're like, I'm not sure how this is going to fix my problem, that's okay. You only have a handful of pieces at that point. If you're halfway through and it's like, well, it's getting a little clearer, but I'm still not exactly sure, keep going. Complete the whole 10-week sequence before you can kind of get an idea of how ACT and those principles may be applied to you in your life. Also, we've tried to make this as accessible as possible so you can watch or listen to each lesson in each module. Every video section in each lesson comes with a video, an audio MP3, and a downloadable PDF from the LAP digital workbook. So whatever is your best way that you learn, that you can be present, go ahead and use that. So if you watch a video module and then we kind of want to listen to it as you're driving in the car, feel free to do that. You can listen to these several times. Sometimes I get a little into it and talk pretty quick, so you may need to watch some of these a couple of times. Also, there is a ton of things I've packed into these modules. I've been doing this for quite a while and worked with a lot of clients, so I try to resist the urge with sharing everything that I've kind of experienced that's helpful for people, but there is quite a bit in there, so you may need to listen to some of these more than once. If not, that's okay too. Just remember, you can take Lap on the go, so you can listen in your car, at night, at the park, wherever you want. It's accessible on your desktop, your laptop, tablet, your mobile phone. You can even download the MP3s and listen to them on your MP3 player. So really we tried to make this so you can view it, listen to it in the privacy of your own home, whatever is most comfortable for you. I want to talk a little bit about the workbook. It's vital. So we spent a lot of time putting together this workbook. It's kind of long, it's a couple hundred pages, but really it's going to function as your journal to help you organize your thoughts, your experiences, your reflections, what you're learning throughout LAP. So you're welcome to go ahead and print that workbook off before you begin any modules, or you can print that off one module at a time. And I do recommend you have that printed off before you begin viewing the videos for that specific module. If that's a strategy that doesn't work for you, you can record your thoughts or impressions in a document, on a notepad, on your phone, and kind of use the workbook as a guide. But we set it up that you can write on it. So here's how to get the most out of the program. This is going to be challenging because a lot of folks that struggle with pornography are really going quickly, moving on to the next thing, want a really quick kind of solution. And LAP is designed to help you go slow, to reflect, to really see what is happening instead of what your mind is convincing you is happening. ACT really is a different way to approach this problem than you've ever done before. So initially your mind may be rejecting thoughts or concepts or disagreeing with it or recommending doing something else instead. I'd really like you to slow down and notice that. Notice what your mind is telling you, and then notice what your experience has been trying to teach you all these years. Also, ACT is not only helpful for pornography, but many different mental health conditions in your life. So as you have concepts that may apply to anxiety or depression or experiencing traumatic experiences in your life, go ahead and apply those concepts and share what you're learning with other people in your life. What shouldn't I do? What would get in the way of getting out the most out of LAP? Don't let this 10-module online program become another stressor. Don't let it be another chore, another problem, something else to solve. I don't want it to become another obstacle, which just contributes to you needing to self-soothe and relax by viewing pornography. I want this to be a learning experience. There's no pressure to get things right in a certain time frame. I'm not going to get mad at you if you didn't complete Module 3 well enough. I want you to take your time and be patient with yourself. Remember, don't binge watch the modules. Take your time 1 week at a time. And finally, don't give up. The principles build upon each other throughout the series. So I want you to complete all 10 modules before deciding if LAP may or may not work for you. I hope this overview video is helpful for you. We've got a lot of content. We've got a lot of ebooks. We've got a lot of videos, a lot of meditation audios. We've got an expert interview series. There's a lot of things I'm offering you. Don't feel overwhelmed. Take the time that you need. And I hope that you find Life After Pornography helpful for you in getting your life back on track.